On this week's episode, I'm joined by Kat Piwecka. Kat is originally from Poland and is an acclaimed portrait photographer. Kat also recently launched a book called In Love with Portugal, which is a phenomenal catalogue of photos from the south to the north. And she is in love with Portugal. We talk about, amongst other things, that first visit to Portugal 10 years ago and the click she felt. Why she loves the nature, the people, why she doesn't really love the food but loves the coffee, and why she is so in love with Portugal that she drives 3 days just to get here. For those of you listening, head over to our YouTube channel to watch some of this episode. And for those of you watching, click down below and subscribe. And for the full podcast episode, head over to Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And now, over to my conversation with Kat. Welcome back, or welcome to another episode of Portugal, The Simple Life. And I'm delighted to be joined here by Kat Piwecka. Is it the right way?
Piwecka.
Piwecka. Wow. Okay, I got
Polish is very difficult. Yes.
I got that completely wrong. Kat Piwecka. Kat, it's a pleasure, and thank you for being on the podcast. How are you?
Very well. Just came back from Thailand.
Okay.
And thank you for inviting me, because talking about Portugal makes me very good, especially when I am here in Poland and I miss Portugal so much. So
wonderful. Okay, we're going to talk about what you're missing, but first of all, why don't you just start off telling us a little bit about you, Kat?
A little bit about me. I'm a portrait photographer and travel journalist, born in Poland. I'm 45 years old this year, and I'm a wife to Polish husband. Polish husband, yes. And I am a mother of 2 teenagers, 1 dog, and 4 cats. I love animals.
More pets than children.
Yeah. They are all my children.
So take us back to 10 years ago. Where did you visit? What was your first experience of Portugal? And why did you fall in love?
It's a funny story, because as a travel journalist, I was visiting many countries and publishing articles about many countries. 10 years ago, I went to Portugal to do the article for the Polish magazine. And as soon as I landed in Faro, I remember I had this, this click. This is it. This is my second home. This is the place that I was looking for all my life while traveling all around the world. It's amazing, because on the first day when I landed, I went to my apartment. And on the first day, I went to the beach close to my apartment. And on the beach, I saw the boat with the words, "If you can dream it, you can do it." And I remember I had, something like the click, and it was amazing to see the words. And then from the next year, I knew that I need to find a solution to spend more time in Portugal.
What were some of the moments? What were some of the things that you experienced in those visits to Portugal that made you decide, hey, I want to spend more time and make this almost a home away from home?
First of all, I just felt it in my heart, and I've never experienced such a strong, feeling in my heart that this is it. But I think there were 2 reasons. The first one is that I'm a nature lover, and in Portugal I can experience the very close connection with the nature, with the ocean, and feel the power and the energy coming from the ocean. So it gives me such a strong, wow, it's amazing for me. And the second thing, the people, because from the beginning, I don't know. I think Polish people and Portuguese people, we communicate very, very well with each other, and I felt the chemistry, and I met so many inspiring people, but also people were so helpful for me. If they knew that I was working on the article or on the book later on the book, they were helping me from the beginning. They made everything to make me feel like home, like I belong. So the people, I guess, the ocean and the people, two reasons.
Ocean and the people. Okay.
I was coming to Portugal for April and May, and then in October and November. And I was traveling alone with my Polish car, because coming for 2 months, it's not possible for me, it was not possible to put all my stuff, all the equipment, everything to take it with the flight,
Yeah.
So I was coming with my Polish car. So it takes, 3 days. It's 3,000 kilometers. So every day I was doing 1,000 going to the hotel, and then 1,000 to the hotel. And on the third day's evening, I was in Portugal. So this was my way of traveling to Portugal.
And the food. You said that you were interested in Italy because of the food. How have you discovered? What do you think of the food in Portugal? Where and is there any way that you like more? Any food that you like more than others?
I'm laughing because can you imagine that I am a vegetarian, almost vegan. So in Portugal, there is totally nothing I can eat. Maybe French fries and lettuce.
How did you manage in the Alentejo? How did you manage there? Because pork or pork.
Alentejo is the worst of because in Lisbon or in any other big cities, I have my favorite vegetarian restaurants, but in Alentejo, it was horrible. Yeah, the only thing, of course, I cooked by myself, but the only thing I could eat in Alentejo in the restaurant was French fries and lettuce, and nothing else.
Yeah, or tomatoes or something like that.
Yeah. So for me, Portugal was never about the food. The only thing for me in Portugal, which I found, is the coffee, because I'm a coffee lover. So of course the coffee is delicious, and I always buy coffee in Portugal and bring the coffee to Poland. And even in my Polish studio, you find the original Portuguese coffee machine, original Portuguese coffee. So all the clients come to my studio, they get the Portuguese coffee, of course. So coffee is the only food that I really enjoy in Portugal.
What would you there's a place in Portugal that especially captured your heart. You did your book launch there. Tell us a little bit about this special place that you discovered. It's a real hidden gem. A lot of people don't even know that it's there. They're going to know now while we talk about it. But tell us a little bit about this special place that you found a little bit north of Nazaré.
This is something that I really enjoy, discovering the hidden treasures, not the touristic well-known places, but the hidden treasures. It's something that I really enjoy. And in my book, you will find a lot of places like Vale Furado beach, because we are talking about Vale Furado, close to Nazaré, 10 kilometers north from the Nazaré.
What do you love about that location? What do you love about that place?
Yeah. Again, this is the hidden treasure. So there are not so many tourists there, not many people. Because I don't like overcrowded places. So a wide beach, beautiful cliffs here, totally empty. You only feel the ocean and the beautiful nature. No people, no tourists. So now when we talk about it, now there will be more tourists.
Maybe. Kat, a question that we ask all of our guests. Portugal, the simple life, why?
Yeah, I think the simplicity for me is that what I told you before, this when you have this close connection to the nature, I think it's all you need. It's the simple life. You only need the beautiful nature, being close to the nature, being close to the ocean, and there's nothing. It's enough.
Yeah, good answer. Thank you very much. Kat, thank you so much for being on the podcast. And I look forward to seeing more pictures of our beautiful country. And thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to let you call it.
That's a wrap.
So thank you once again to Kat, and thank you to all of you for listening. Please subscribe, share with your friends, give us a thumbs up, and please leave a comment or a review. We always love to hear from you. Don't forget, Portugal The Simple Life also has a magazine, so download it. It's for free. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode, and as we say in Portugal, um abraço. Welcome to The Simple Life.